Hello, virtual me, digital me, two-time and me is getting a little warmer than me, apartmental. My landlord still hasn't called me back about the fridge. And yeah, fridge part's busted. Freezer's working though, so at least I got that. But whatever. Anyways, I saw a video on Midas Touch Network about more ice raids in California. I think they're doing more in California because a few things about that. They're doing them more in California because they don't, probably because, I don't know, they're doing them in areas where I guess people don't have guns or weapons or something. I don't know why. This has been going on for like 6 months now. You would think people have gotten guns by now, especially people that are like, okay, they're gonna be coming for me, and I've worked enough now that, like, dude, why don't you have a gun? Or just carry like, dude, like, you see him coming for you, like, you can get a taser. Like the range ones aren't any good really, but like you see him coming for you, like, run away from him, take a corner, and then just pull that one out, and like you can tase them. You can tase them when they come around the corner, and just get them in the neck or whatever. Because right when they come around the corner, they'll have something exposed, get them, and then I mean, you've had months that this was happening. So get your shit together. Like, you would think by now you would know. Like, dude, I got a knife. I've had a knife on me for, I don't know, 15 years. It's not big, but I've had a knife on me for 15 years. Ever since my guy gave me a knife, I've had it on me, and I've been using it for 15 years. It's always good to have a knife on you. You use it all the time. I use it to open all sorts of stuff. It's always good to have a knife on you. So, I mean, these people are rounding you up to send you somewhere you don't want to go. So, I mean, get your stab on. Like, you're innocent and they're not going to give you a trial, so, I mean, You have a right to defend yourself. So, I mean, if they're going to just come on you like that, I mean, it's not like you're stealing something or assaulting someone or anything like that. They're coming on you. So, um, and the other thing I wanted to say is like, these people do not look like actual ICE officers, actual ICE sworn in people. They don't look like ICE officers. And their vests, they look like fake vests. They look like if you shot at them, it would go through. Like it doesn't, they don't even look like Kevlar, let alone Kevlar with the plates in them. They look like it would just go through like it's a jacket. So, you might as well have a gun if you want to and just shoot them and just like dispel the myth. Like, yeah. And on top of that, to compound that, how many of these guys are fat asses anyways? Like it's like we only want people working for us that are clan members, that are passionately devoted to the cause, not people that are devoted to the law and the Constitution. You know, like we want people that want brown people out. We don't want people that want to enforce immigration policies. You know, that's the kind of distinction they seem to want. So it's like, yeah, I want to get these goddamn immigrants out, blah 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 blah, MAGA. It's like, so okay, whatever the fuck that is. Like that's so people that are ignorant as shit. I'm just like, are they gonna go on to like Indian reservations and be like, well, those people are brown enough for me? They sure look like Mexicans. Close enough. Gotta make more room for the whites. Remember that shirt? That shirt that Phil from Modern Family wore. It said, "If you ain't white, you ain't right." Because he was on. It was the dad. It was the dad family retreat or something like that, and he had like, I don't know if it's his whole family wearing white shirts or something like that, but it was that phrase on their shirt. And he and all of them were wearing that shirt, and he had it on, and the guy, the like, the guy at the airport was like unloading their luggage. And he was like, and Phil was like, "Thank you, my man." And the dude unloading their luggage is black, and he hands it to him. And the dude is just like, he just takes the tip and rips it away. And then you see the shirt. If you ain't white, you ain't right. It's just like, jeez, Phil. It's classic Phil, dude. uh, the dude is such a like 2-year-old, 3-year-old, just so innocent. He doesn't even know. Great. Good stuff. I also saw another video on AI slop. It was called AI slop. Last week tonight with John Oliver, with Jan Olivier, and that was interesting. I wanted to say about that it's getting hard for me to tell what's AI created, because I could tell that, well, I don't know what's AI generated, because I'm getting confused if like some of the stuff is AI generated, if it's because some of that, when that text to speech was out, it was that blocky robotic kind of stuff, and now I think it's like it's basically sound realistic type text to speech. Like it sounds like a person. Like they've done the audio sampling enough and put it into AI, where you can have the AI sample a person and make it be that person, and then feed the text into that, and then just have the AI be like, say this block of speech in this person's voice. And it just reminds me of, like, because I'm a Star Trek fan, so it just reminds me of like those episodes where you would see Data, like do Picard's voice, like where he would remove the ship's lockout in Picard's voice. He'd be like, Picard, Omega Beta Beta 10374 D Beta Omega Omicron. It's just like, and Patrick Stewart's voice would come out of Brent Spiner's mouth, and it's just like, that's AI now. So when you see a video and it's like, and I'm watching it and I'm like, is this an AI video? I mean, it kind of feels like an AI video, but it could be someone narrating it and someone that made it. I don't know. I mean, I have these kinds of things in my head when I watch stuff sometimes. But, you know, I just kind of work at the same time to where I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just like, well, you know, I kind of take everything with just kind of like a, grain of salt stuff as far as that goes. Unless it's like, you know, because I watch stuff. Um, I was watching. Okay, this is what I click on recently. It's Dragon Ball Z, real life Dragon Ball Z, um, the live action Dragon Ball Z film being made, and I'm like, I watched that and I'm like, that looks like AI generated content in the foreground and real stuff in the background. That's what that looks like to me. Or it's people in costumes that they use that um, that AI CG polishing stuff that they used for Harrison Ford to do his youthing process for the latest Indiana Jones movie. It was one of those two things. So I don't know. And it's those shorts. So I can't really tell what was going on with it, but I'm almost positive they're not making a live action Dragon Ball Z movie series because I haven't heard anything about it. I'm not looking for it. I don't want to do any research because I just don't really care. I'm the creator, owner of the rights and stuff, like, isn't letting that go. They made that movie once, and it was just such a horrible failure that I think he was just like, well, I'm never doing that again. It's like, yeah, if you want to do that, you have to be extremely careful with who you give it to. It's like, if you want to do something like that, you can't just be like, you can't just like throw it at something and walk away. If you're going to do something like that, you have to do it. You have to be hands-on, or you have to really investigate who's going to be doing it. You have to spend 2 years doing it yourself, or 6 months investigating the guy you're going to give the project to. One of those two things. Fujigaki, Bakidaki, whoever the guy is that fucking made the series. Choose one. You can't just be like, oh, $300 million? That sounds like a good amount of money. I trust you now. No, that's not, they're going to make a piece of shit. What did you expect was going to happen? It's a company. They're a business. You don't trust businesses. You should have trusted a group of guys that's like, we will do it for free and we'll release it for free. Everyone can watch it for free with no ads. Just give us the resources to make the movie and we will charge no one money. That sounds like a group of people that actually want to do it and will make it good. The people that actually will make something good are people that don't want to make a profit. So if that guy wants to, if that guy wants to license it to people that want to actually do it faithful to stuff and make it good, give it to people who don't want to make money off of it. Give it to people who say all the profits will be given to, you know, people who don't have enough to eat and can't pay medical bills. Like, there you go. Yeah. They'll do a good job of making it then. I know I would do a good job of making it. A live action series remake of Dragon Ball Z. I just don't want to because it would be such a fucking big undertaking. It gives me a headache even thinking about doing it. I mean, they did a live action version of One Punch Man or of Yu Yu Hakusho, and it's like they condensed the first two seasons. Yeah, the first two seasons into like, I don't know, it was like 5 or 10 episodes. And it's not that it wasn't bad really. It just, in condensing it that much, you left so much out. It wasn't really bad, and it wasn't wholly unfaithful to everything. It just left so much out of what could have been done. And in doing that, it was just like, it just kind of like was like, well, now if you redo it, it's like, but there's the ghost of that other one kind of just sitting right there. And like, but we have that. Like, what do we do right there? You know, why didn't you just like, why didn't they just make like the first little bit? It's like, because the first little bit of all these great manga anime things is like just something to kind of tickle your balls a little bit. You know, it doesn't start really kind of getting the juices flowing until like fucking 50 episodes in. You know, but that's not the way, you know, budgets for these things kind of work. It's like, we need to kind of like get the show going and stuff. And it's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. They wanted to try and make it appeal simultaneously to new watchers and old fans, and bleh. I don't know. I didn't watch the anime version of One Piece. I only watched the was it a live action or was it a CG? I don't know. Live action, CG, whatever, of One Piece. And it was really good. I'm waiting still for the next set of them. I'm hoping they make another one. That was really good. I always thought One Piece was like silly and like kind of blah, just by, I never really watched any of it, but I thought the live version was really good. Now, because I saw the live one, I don't want to go back and watch the anime one, because I think it'll be like it like kind of spoil any of if they make more live, I'll know. First of all, I'll know what happens. So they'll spoil it a little bit, but maybe they'll do the same thing to One Piece that they did to Yu Yu Hakusho, and they'll just start cutting large chunks out. I don't mind, like if they made a live action Naruto, oh my god, that would be so awesome. If they make a live action Naruto, you can actually take out just wide swaths of Naruto, just wide swaths. You can't cut all of the flashbacks, but seriously, especially in the original Naruto, I swear half of Naruto, not Naruto Shippuden, but Naruto, half of it is Naruto flashing back on how his life was horrible and how the town hates him, and it's just like, dude, I'm not telling Naruto to not feel shitty about his life. What I'm saying is, I, as the viewer, don't need to hear about it 15 times every fucking episode. Like, I feel bad for him already. I get it. Let's move the story along a little bit. During a filler episode, I don't need to fucking hear about it for 10 minutes of the 20-minute episode. I don't need to see that scene 14 billion times during Naruto. It's like, god damn, dude. Seriously. Fuck. It's like the animators are just, it's like, it was like the animators were back in the 1950s where they had to draw each individual frame by hand, and they were like, dude, I can't draw anymore. Just use this, just use what we have already. Just fucking use what we have already. We've used it 1,400 times already. Use it again. I am going home, drinking a bottle of whiskey, and beating my wife and kids. Didn't you beat him yesterday? I'm beating him again. So, yeah. And I think that's a good place to end. Why people who watch Naruto, why people who animated Naruto had to go home and beat their wife and kids. Yes, that's a good place to end the video.